That's how it works. Yep.
Somebody will win a Supercross. Oh. Right,
and we're underway.
A little edgy there, a little jumpy. No idea where that whole shot's going to come from. Looks like a Yamaha, though.
Yeah, that was amazing to see the sweep so far from outside to inside. Yamaha got that 65 out last year.
65. Is that Kenyon Richards right there on the number 18 machine? We talked about him a moment ago.
Oh, yeah, Kenyon Richards out of New Jersey.
Is that Golembeski, number 15? That's Chase Lawton, excuse me, out of Rhode Island, the hotbed of motocross.
Wow, Rhode Island. Barely enough room to even fit a track there. Leading the way, Lawton, and here comes right behind him, back in there.
That's Richards there.
Yep, Kenyon Richards. Well, wait a minute. Looks like we got a pass for second. So we go through the 10 commandments. Richards around the outside. That's not going to work.
This is a great class. This is very deep. I went through the list of guys. There's about 7 or 8 guys that can win a moto for sure, win the title. So this one's going to be up for grabs.
Trying to figure out who that is putting on the charge into the number 2 spot. Can't quite pick out the number here, but he just turned a 2 into a 1. Going for the lead now. Oh, that's Landon Gordon. Familiar name to us here. Boy, he was 6th coming through the first turn and already into the lead on the number 80. Landon Gordon working his way through that corduroy section of the track, those ruts coming out of that corner.
Burns up your thighs when you walk. You hear.
Yep.
When the riders come through, you literally hear
corduroys. Like when are they coming back? When are they coming back in style?
That's one trend that we have not hit yet.
Corduroy has not come back.
Everything else has. No corduroy.
So Gordon has moved all the way up to the lead now on that high-vis helmet. Makes it easy to pick him out.
3 double D batteries to run,
just to run that
lighting
paint job
system. Yeah.
To run that paint job. It's so bright.
There he is coming right in front of us. Landon Gordon picks his way through some early key passes there. Now he is leading this thing, and then it's just chaos back behind him. Good Lord, as you would expect.
Kenyon Richards coming through in second on the Yamaha, but it's the Husqvarna man leading the way.
Is that some old school Jeff Emig 91 replica Thor gear with the barbed wire?
Yeah, they brought it back.
Cool.
I saw it at Millville a couple weeks ago, the Fast Boys style Thor gear. Yep, pretty in pink. A couple riders had it today. Even Hayden Deegan, I thought, was running it earlier in the 85 class.
There you go. There is your running order. Kenyon Richards in the number 2 spot. Blake Presty in the number 3 spot. William McCure, Chase Long rounds out your top 5. Luke Falls with the number 4. Kaylana Humphrey, bro, in second. Colton Golembeski is 8th. And the Deacon runs in the number 9 spot. Just clocking guys like the Deacon did back in the day.
Deacon Jones?
Yes.
That is, that's Deacon Deno. That's rounding out the top 10, or 9th now, actually, in the number 19. And Nathan Hummel on the 28, rounding out the top 10.
Brother Deacon.
So corduroy did go out of style? What?
Yes.
You're killing me. Now I got to rearrange that closet again, dude.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of pictures of the Megawatt Watson shop, like his museum that he has, the Megaseum? The Megaseum?
The Megaseum, absolutely.
But I do wonder, we have never seen photos of his walk-in closet. Probably, no, there's probably bikes in there. Probably bikes in the closet.
A walk-in bike closet.
You are correct. When you say bikes, there is a frame, a set of forks, and some wheels in my closet as well.
In your clothing closet. Okay, all right, yeah. Corduroy pants, whatever. I got to spend money on forks on this old bike.
That's right.
So the 80 getting away, Landon Gordon crushing him. Oh, almost
I've
throws
seen
it
him
away.
do that a couple times. The rear end was just dancing all over the place. But it's still Landon Gordon on lap 2, holding it down. Bright pink gear, bright yellow helmet. Doing it 90 style, big wheelie for the ladies out there. I like your style,
yeah,
man.
Just a one-piece sign away from having the whole kit as he wheelied out of that corner.
Look at him go. Landon Gordon, your leader.
He got the, oh yeah, he's crossing it up on the jumps, not
Look at this
scrubbing.
race for second.
Megawatt also likes to throw back barbed wire gear. Larry Brooks, Jeff Emig style. He likes that.
And Larry's on the ground.
It's a Thor one.
He's here.
Yeah, Brooks is here. He should be proud seeing that old school Thor gear.
Yes.
The Bar X Suzuki team, Suzuki's amateur team, run by Larry Brooks. So Brooks is a player in the amateur scene these days.
Man, it is a madhouse back there in the number 2 spot. Luke Falzer has jumped right into the number 2 spot. Kenyon Richards, Blake Presty, and William McCure. Wow.
It's changing in a hurry. And Kenyon Richards now going back to 3rd. But Fowler making that move up to 2nd.
Dude, he is going after. You can see he has already checked out from 3rd, and he is going after our leader, Landon Gordon.
Well, it's easy scouting at Loretta's, folks. There's the number 4 of Fowler. If a rider finishes in the top 10 in his class, he gets to run that single digit the next year. Here's why that's key. To be top 10 and not age out of the class, you know you're fast. So Fowler got 4th in this class last year. He was young enough to still have a year of eligibility. Big battle back there for 3rd. Richards, and would that be Presti?
I believe it is.
Putting block passes on each other before the 10 Commandments.
And there's McCure as well. This thing is far from over. I'm looking at Falzer, and he is just starting to reel in our leader. That'll be fun to watch that. Opening stages here, working on lap number 3. Landon Gordon off to a clean start. Falzer had to fight his way through.
We have a need for someone who can weld aluminum. It's a little bit tougher than welding steel, but I'm sure there's someone out there that can do it. We have a need. Go to the MX Sports office. That is the trailer just up the road from our announcer's tower near the finish line. Go to that MX Sports office, the gray building. That is where we need you. If anyone can weld aluminum, we have a need. Or maybe that's just part of the talent show. That's going to be your thing. On stage, welding aluminum. Look at the sparks. And look at the sparks here for the number 4 of Fowler, still trying to make tracks toward Landon Gordon.
5 seconds was the deficit. There's Gordon right in front of us here in the announcer's tower. And here comes Falzer trying to cut into that lead.
Luke, one of those guys that brings it all the time. We puts in the time. As you can tell, the preparations were made. And this guy early in the season, let me tell you, this guy was determined. I talked to him and his parents at, I believe, the first spring race, and very focused, very calm and collected about it. And taking Nathan Ramley's advice, they're just chilling out here, you know, here to do their thing and do what they do.
Yeah, that's what I know. You were talking to Nathan Ramsey of the KTM Orange Brigade about that. Try to treat it like any other race, any other track. And don't let the whole Loretta's national championship thing get in your head. But that's easy to say, hard to do when there's so much on the line. Right now, doing it best. Landon Gordon still leads. And the last time around, he was a second quicker than Fowler. So he's maintaining that 6-second gap. Canyon Richards is 3rd. Mercure is on the 96 in 4th. Blake Presti 5th. Chase Lawton is 6th. Keilana Humphrey is 7th. Alvin Hillen, Tyler Mollett, and Colt Golembeski rounding out your top 10.
And the Deacon sitting just outside the top 10, ready to clothesline his way into the top 10. And Deacon Dino still watching live on RacerTV, the number 4 of Luke Falzer. Cut his way through the field up to the number 2 spot. We're 8 minutes in, about halfway into this moto. That kid has raced all over the place. He went all the way out to Mammoth. Anytime a kid from the East Coast shows up,
out of Pennsylvania,
all the way to Mammoth. Yeah, he's been everywhere this year.
He had to pack the bike and carry on luggage. Didn't want to pay those baggage fees.
The Bermudians used to do that.
They would fly the bike.
They would just take it apart to the frame. They have big OGO bags. You can break those things down. Drain all the fluids.
That was commonplace in the 80s, bro.
Flying.
Let me tell you something.
Flying a bike.
First of all, you could take 3 or 4 suitcases. They didn't care.
Yeah, that's true.
All these are
Charging for this, yes.
And you had this Samsonite suitcase you could put yourself in, you know. But like
So they said
suspension in one, wheels in one, motor, the rest of the parts in another.
There's your leader, the
And some
number 8.
tools to put it back together on the other side.
Yeah, free ride across the country that way.
Really?
Free shipping.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
I bet Brooks packed one up. Let's ask you. This week, I guarantee you, Brooks packed one up in
Probably did it for this
suitcase.
Coming out of California. Still in our leader, Landon Gordon. Yes, we were just over the weekend at Washougal, Washington for Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Only there at Portland Airport, only there would there be a bike rebuilding zone. There's the luggage area, and there's a special room to put your bike together. Bicycle. But I don't know who's counting.
Oh, exactly.
But there is an area if you want to put your bike in your luggage. That airport actually has a place to do it. That's supposed to be for bicycles, but it just says the word bike. Who's counting? Who's going to be specific about this? Flying a motorcycle. Flying on the motorcycle is Gordon Fowler. William Mercure has taken 3rd away from Canyon Richards on the number 96. Richards in 4th now on the Yamaha. And Blake Presti is 5th.
Into the 10 Commandments, we'll pick up with our 2nd place rider. And we'll change that shot real quick as soon as I say that.
Just trying to keep you on your toes, Kevin Kelly.
Doing a good job. We'll take the overhead shot going to the 10 Commandments. How about that? Big rhythm section for these guys. Everybody's building replica tracks. Matt Walker says, you know what? I'm building a Loretta Lynn's track. about a month and a half ago. He had it cut. They GPS'd an aerial view.
No way.
Built the track to scale so that his guys could train for Loretta Lynn's.
That's where we're at.
That's where we are at. We're building replica tracks.
By the time they were out in practice, they were already tired of running this layout, even though they had never raced it before.
Here's your leader, Landon Gordon, handling business right now. All the top brass, all the OEMs. He might be the next big signing, right? Free agency is underway.
It's getting younger and younger. KTM and Husqvarna are the only ones, and now Yamaha jumping in with a brand new 65. You don't really see the KX out there any longer. Honda and Suzuki don't have bikes for this class.
So Ryder D would be the last guy to win.
I think that was the deal.
To win a national championship, yeah. Ryder D.
So it is an interesting turning point in the career when you get onto the 85. Then every single manufacturer is involved. It's cool to see Yamaha get the 65 out last year, participating in this class.
The Cobra as well.
I was supposed to see that as well. Everybody dabbled in the day. Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki had RM50 and RM60, back in the day. And Kawasaki built a class. They built a farm system. They built a lot of stuff through that KX60, including championships and talent.
Oh yeah, James Stewart, Ricky Carmichael, go through the list.
Yeah.
The KX60.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and good point, Kevin. Don't forget Cobra, which has been in and out of this class on the podium quite a bit. Got some titles on the 65.
The setup down there, Cobra setup is really cool. Right on the creek there. They got like a little store. You walk in, it's got walls and there's merchandise and tuning on bikes and all kind of stuff going on down at Cobra.
How about that little rocket on the stage the other night, Weech? That Cobra sitting right there. How about that thing, dude?
Look good. That's why I can't have my kid here looking at any of these things, because I'm going to have to start spending some money. Singling through the 10 Commandments.
What must be an issue there?
Must be a flag that we didn't see, a yellow flag or wheels on the ground.
Yeah, you can jump and pass on a yellow flag here. The only race that they do it at.
Just use caution.
Just be aware something's going on.
Yep. So he didn't jump all the jumps through the 10 Commandments, but didn't lose much of that lead. Fowler not really reeling him in. Still solid in second. Mercure is third as time is starting to tick away in this 65 Moto.
Landon Gordon doing work out there. Looks like we're working towards our 15-minute checker flag here. So there's Gordon picking his way through the racetrack. He has done his homework. That is countless hours, mom and dad driving you up and down the road to practice on those weekdays after school if you are in school.
13 minutes into a 20-minute moto. Gordon has put about 10 seconds into the rest of this field. There he is, second place. Fowler coming through on the number 4.
I think Fowler, if he gets out to a good start, he can challenge for sure. He had to work his way through.
Yep. Yeah, again, first moto off and about salvaging, as our buddy Wes Kane likes to say. You got to be a junk man, got to salvage something.
There you go.
When you get that bad start in the first moto, often due to the bad gate pick, then Fowler will have second pick, presumably, if it ends like this in Moto 2. If he can hold on to it, working his way through lap traffic right now.
And you'll see those consistent finishes throughout the second, third motos. 250C riders getting ready to dance here in just a minute. Getting their dancing Alpine Stars shoes on. And good form there. Got the head leaned over a la David Bradshaw going into the turn there. It's rough racetrack.
That was crazy, those braking bumps. Wow.
Only touching 5 of the 10 Commandments. He just skipped 5 of which ones did he?
I don't know which ones, yeah.
There's Gordon just flat ripping out to about 8 seconds now. He cut into it just a little bit. But does he have enough time? We're going 20 minutes. 5 more minutes in this one for Falls or try to come up with something. But you don't want to give up the farm. Second place, you can make that work going into the second, third motos.
Roost big time in the face of your leader Gordon from this lap traffic. Trying to get through the sand wash, split this group. 21 going a lap down, and Gordon able to get him. 21 is Wyatt Bass out of Cleveland, Georgia.
There's your top 10. It's Gordon Falzer and Mercure top 3. Kenyon Richards still solid just inside the top 5. Blake Presby rounds out your top 5. Kaylana Humphrey, bro, he's 6th. Chase Lawton 7th. Alan Hillian, Mullet, and Golombeski round out your top 10. That top 10 brought to you by Factory Connection.
Every once in a while, you see these 65s hit a bump, and it changes things in a hurry. Gordon has had to hang on a couple of times just to keep that bike underneath him, and still 5 minutes to go.
Wow, look at the style, man. Kind of pitching the bike over, up and over that little left-hander.
Looking at 2 laps to go here. I'm going to head to the podium. Gordon, Falzer, and Mercure, at least at the moment, are your top 3.
Gordon staying focused here, deep into the moto. No big mistakes there. Checks out the mechanic right about here. Peace sign. I'm doing good. Thanks, Dad. Goes on back into the trees, and it's all Landon Gordon. Got a 9-second lead over Luke Falzer and William Mercure. 250C riders on the gate, ready to do it up. That's race number 9. We got a track break coming up here in just a bit, as they'll rework the track, getting it ready for some 50cc racing, perhaps.
Interesting. Take a look at the lap times there. Mercure turned a 2:14.5, basically a second better than Falzer and Gordon late in the race here. Now he's back a little ways. There is a bit of a gap back there, but turning a second to second and a half faster than the guys ahead of him in that 3rd place there, trying to secure that final podium position. Kenyon Richards riding in that 4th place, just a little bit back, a little bit off the pace there, 2:19, but 2:14.5 for Mercure on lap number 7, trying to make something happen late in this one right here. White flag will be out in just a moment for the final lap.
One of the rougher sections of the racetrack there, all the sand. And Gordon just standing up, handling business. You can tell when a rider's dialed in, like they just ride lighter on the bike. They don't seem to hit the deep bumps. They're on top of everything. Not as tired, the head doesn't bob.
And you know, that's just a natural thing, Kevin. You know, riding light on the bike. Some guys can do it, some guys can't. You know, some guys beat through the holes, you know, they pound through the woods.
It looks like it's just
laboring. Yeah, laboring for sure. And you know, Jean-Michel Bell was one of the best. Could ride light on the bike anywhere. And here come Rick Johnson through the same thing. David Bailey, you know, one of our greatest smooth riders, still looked like he was pounding compared to guys like that.
Absolutely. God, Landon Gordon, kid has some style at 65.
Flash Gordon.
Working our way towards a white flag lap here.
White flag is out now, Kevin.
Good deal. Now we know.
Yep, white flag is out.
Oh, how about that? Everything we need is on that monitor.
It's amazing. Yeah, they've done a good job with this one here. I didn't like the other one in the lead, but they've done a great job right here. So props to Dan, the guy down in the trailer, hooking us up, looking out for us, giving us all the information to give to you. And right now, watching these clouds move just a little bit to the east of us, Kevin, and that's going to allow a little bit of...
I don't want to see a mud race.
Yeah, that's going to let a little bit of this moisture come to the top. We'll turn it over again, give it a little drink here just shortly, and man, this thing's holding up great. Getting rough in all the right places, but no dust, and man, oh man, looks fantastic.
That makes it really challenging, though, if you're a parent or a mechanic or whatever. You see the clouds, you're like, oh my God, what are we doing for goggles? What are we doing for a tint on the goggles? What about a tire? What about rainproofing this bike? So you got to have all your ducks in a row, everything kind of laid out in the event of challenging weather. And you got to be able to perform as a mechanic or a dad.
Let me tell you, and it's those details, Kevin. You know as well as I do, it's those details. Maybe your rider was squinting now because it went from overcast and the guy with the prism lens or whatever, he was fine. Little things like, well, we put on the wrong jersey. To be quite honest with you, how do we prepare for this?
All in the details. About 45 seconds of work left for Preston Kilroy as he works his way towards a Moto win. Luke Falzer and Mercure round out your podium in the 65 10-11s here on this white flag lap. Wow, Landon Gordon. I saw the number 80 and my brain just said, yep, that's Preston Kilroy. Holy cow. You looked at me and said, you just said Preston Kilroy. I'm like, no, I didn't.
I was stunned.
Landon Gordon worked his way. We just saw Preston Kilroy on the 80 machine moments ago, but we're going to give credit to Landon Gordon. He will be your winner
When you
Thanks
carry,
for calling me out.
When you carry the weight of 43 golden mics, you know, I understand.
Things get kind of jumbled up in there.
For sure, dude.
There it is. The checker flag is out. Congrats to the number 80 of Landon Gordon. He will be your Moto winner. Luke Balzer will come across in the number 2 spot. 2's good as a 1. I'd rather get a 1, though, I'll be honest with you. And then William Mercure will round out our podium here in the 65 10-11s. The 250Cs are ready to rock and roll. They're on the gate. Who's going to get that whole shot? The C-Class, man. It's their first time, presumably, here to the ranch. So a lot of nerves. They got to run the black number plates. And we will get ready to toss it down to Jason Wygant. And let's have a look at your top 10. It's going to be Gordon, Balzer, Mercure, Presti, and Canyon Richards rounds out your top 5. Kaylana Humphrey climbs up to 6. Chase Lawton, Alvin Hillian, Tyler Mullet, and Nathan Hummel round out your top 10 here in the first moto of the 65 10-11. I want to welcome everybody watching back home on RacerTV, and we'll get ready to send it down to the ugliest announcer in motocross, Jason Wygant.
Well, I like it already ready at the podium to accept the gold medal. Let's hear it for Landon Gordon. Man, you were on fire out there in that moto. How'd that feel?
Good.
Take me through it. I had to make a few passes, but it didn't take that long. How'd you get that done?
I got a decent start from the outside and worked my way past a couple kids and just got to ride.
Who do you want to thank, Landon?
I'd like to thank the Lord for keeping me safe, my mom, dad, brother, sister, Pro Circuit, 6D, Thor, Alpine Star Boots, Dunlop, 100 Designs, Addiction Industries, Mika Metals, ASV, Scott, and everyone else. Thank you.
There it is. Landon Gordon takes the gold in the 65. Looking for Fowler, who ended up in second in that one. Second place finisher will bring him on up on the number 4. And William Mercure ended up third, and our whole shot winner was Canyon Richards. Let's bring Luke on up. Come on up, Luke. Podium. It's going to be like an enduro cross. It's got to get through those rocks. It's our drainage system. Keep the whole shot award right here. Well, he salvaged a great job. Second place through traffic. Let's hear it for Luke Fowler. Straighten that out for you. Do I got it right? Is it Fowler? I say that way all the time. Is it actually right? Okay, I'm happy. I figured I was butchering that for years. How'd that moto go? Had to make some passes, huh?
Yeah, so I got 36 gate pick. I tried to just get off to a decent start, and I did. And I just did a few sprint laps to get ahead of everybody as soon as I could so I didn't have to work the whole time.
Gonna go for the gold in the next one?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Who do you want to thank, Luke?
My mom, my dad, KTM Orange Brigade, Lynx, Electron, Dunlop for getting me to good starts, PR2, my FMF, Nihilo, Nature's Bakery, PNG, 6D, Scott, Answer.
All right, good job. Let's hear it for our second place finisher, Luke Fowler. All right, Luke. What's that?
Did I do any likes and ums?
No likes and ums. Excellent job in the media training. I don't know who taught you that, but you really did an excellent job with your interview. I appreciate that. We're looking for Mercure. There we go. Come on up. Third place finish. That was awesome. And also having to make some passes, William Mercure. Come on, right here in the middle. We'll bring it in the center. Here we go. How'd that moto go?
It went really good. Got off to a decent start with my Dunlop tires, to put the power to the ground. Made some passes, was able to make my way up to third. Had a little tip over, but able to get back up fast and be able to finish the moto off third.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Moto X, Matt Walker, Moto X Compound, Timmy Bedore, everyone at Moto X Compound, and Mika Metals, Lynx Racing, Chris Gibson Homes, ODI, bell helmets, fly racing. That's about it.
Okay, William Mercure taking third. All right. I got to get Canyon Richards on up, and we'll hand out a Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award to Canyon Richards on the Yamaha. We'll bring up Canyon Richards for our Whole Shot Award. I don't know if they can hear me under the tent. It's kind of a weird situation. Hey, there he is. Let's bring Canyon on up. Well, Yamaha was new to this class a year ago and proving this machine's got some horsepower by grabbing the start. Canyon Richards. Here's your Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award. Here it is, come on out. Who do you want to thank for that one?
I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, Mom and Dad, Clinic Chiropractic, Cyclechair, Rock River, Yamaha, Specialized, Foley Cat, Athletes Arbor, SGB Parts, 6D, Scott, Atlas Brace, Motocross Vest, Moose Racing, Wrist Brace Guy, CTI Knee Braces, Traction MX, Rainbow Farms, Throttle Jockey, Lynx, Pro Circuit, Recluse, Pro Taper, PR2 Suspension, and Dunlop.
All right, good job. Let's hear it for Canyon Richards with our Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award. And keeping it in the top 5. That's it for 65. We're going to send it back up. That's yours. You can keep that.
We'll be right back with the 38th running of the Loretta Lynn's Amateur Motocross National, sponsored by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, Get Ready, and Lucas Oil. Made in America.